Hello champions, we got a new champion in the game. It is Sergeant Slaughter, Hall of Fame. As you can see, he is a striker. We're gonna have a look at him. As usual, I don't have him. He was lent to me by Scopely so I can do this preview, and they're taking him away after. So, coach ability at 9,000, tricksters only, reduce the strength of opponents, multiply, protect, and power gems by 35%. Pretty good one. Not one that you absolutely need, but definitely a good one. Now, the first moveset we're going to have a look at is the black one, red, red. I can see a couple different movesets with him, each with a couple different trainers and everything, so we're probably not going to see all of it, because that would probably be a hell of a lot, but we'll see a few. So, Slaughter Cannon, 10 MP black move. Finisher deals 21.3k damage, destroys 7 random power gems, and pin the opponent. The short arm clothesline, 8 MP red move, deal 15.1k damage, and choose 3 gems to make into black gems. And the scoop slam, 7 MP red move, deal 13.6k damage, and choose 5 gems to make into power gems of strength 14.6k. Trainers will be using for that is Sting to start with 4 more red for 4 more red move point. We're going to be using Titus to create 4 more blacks. I added Hogan to create 1 extra black. If you have Hall of Fame Nikki, that Hall of Fame Brie, that's even better. She would also make 1 extra black, but would increase the damage of the black as well. I don't have her, obviously. I put in NW Hogan here to get more MP of any color, although X-Pac would do just fine getting more reds, because the black won't really be an issue. I just add Hogan on no one right now, so I went with Hogan. So, let's do this. We're going to be going versus X-Pac, a maxed out X-Pac. We do have a new road now, so we do have new opponent we'll be able to use for previews. And now I haven't done the road yet, so I'm fairly limited. I haven't had time to do the Royal Rumble, so I just did this match with Hogan before this, just so it was cleared. We're going to go versus X-Pac for this preview. I'll unlock the rest when I have time. So, we don't have much perks on right now. We do have the usual feud one, which is 15% more health and gem do 15% more damage. But apart from that, we only have the one that's always on, which is the take 10% less damage from all color move. Nothing else active right now. So, let's do this versus X-Pac. So we're pretty much looking for a red match. Which we don't have red. So, get black here. Okay, now we do have the red. Fortunately, so did he get his moves. Okay, there. Okay, so now we're not going to use the power gems right away. We are going to use the black. Just to make sure I get rid of both of those. That. That ended up doing quite a bit of damage. Alright, I'm kind of happy that he kicked out of it, because I didn't get to show you how the moveset moves. And if you don't take care of X back quick, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Alright. Now we can place 5 of those. I'm gonna put 1 there, 3 there. We got 1 more. Let's take this red here. It's gonna destroy those. Refill our red. Right. I don't need to put those out. It's a little extra damage. I don't really need to pick where I'm gonna place those either. I don't need to look for optimal placement or to reload anything really. I mean, just the damage itself. That went pretty well. We did take a lot of damage, but that was also part of the fact that I'm fighting X-Pac. Always dish out quite a lot of damage quite fast. Alright, let's see if we can find something that's better than that. Alright, so this is going to be a small variation of what we just saw. It's going to be still the black, red, red. But we switched out Titus for Triple H Striker. What that does is that we're going to be making a less black, but more power gem. The reason for that is we're destroying 7 with the finisher. That'll be much easier to reload the red right away for the next turn, because it cost 8. And we did, while a lot of our damage came from that black making, this kind of will probably be a little more efficient for recycling. Also mean we're going to have to be more careful where we place them though, because we're going to be making more than we destroy. Either we're not really using 9 and we're using 7 instead, and I don't know, we'll see. Let's see this in action. Yeah, I'm not more. Do this. Now there is the Sid skill plate for a legendary belt that you can have that generate 1 extra power gem, which would be nice for sure. So we got our red right here. Now we'll get our black. Only making 4. I'm gonna pick those. This is gonna give me 8. There you go, we're full. And we're gonna be targeting reds. I can target like 8 of them right now. I don't really want to target something else, because if I do, that'll basically make it so I might get another one than the red, and I want to make sure that I do get red. So we're only gonna pick those 8. There it is. X-Pac doing his thing. Right, now we gotta get our black. 1, 4. And we got a small cascade that ended our turn right there. Okay. Reds. It works. I don't like it as much. I kind of like the other one better just because we're making so much black. I mean, this relies on slower gameplay basically. With the other one, you can just do a ton of damage making all those black and probably end the match much earlier. So I kind of like the other way better. All right, let's look at a completely different moveset this time. All right, let's have a look at another moveset. So it's going to be the second black along with both blue. So basically the 3 other moves. So it is the diving clothesline 9 MP black move. Deal 19.3k damage and make 5 power gems into black gems. The Texas pile driver 7 MP blue move. Deal 13.9k damage and modify a 3x3 random area into power gems of strength 16.2k. And the wind up punch 8 MP blue move. Deal 14.4k damage and destroy 4 random black gems. You basically have 2 moves that are going to make black gems, and the black gem just make some of those power gems into black. So the black should not be an issue. The blue, on the other end, you got nothing to make it. So that's probably going to be the main issue out of this. What we'll be using is Lawler to start with more blue. And Nakamura so that those power gems do more. Because if you check, we're making a 3x3 area, so we're making 9 power gem of strength 16k. Now we're going to be using Nakamura instead. That means they're going to be about 24k or something, because he adds 50%. So that's going to be about 24k. It's not showing on screen here, but it's going to do it. I am still using NW Hogan to load more of any color I match, and I'm doubling it with Andre here. That means any match of 3 blue is going to give us 5. If there was perks on, I probably wouldn't even use Lawler, and I would just put in Taker and double up on the strength of those power gem. I might even give it a shot later, we'll see. But so far, we're going to try it like that. Right. Don't have a blue match. He did. Can still do our area though. Those are 24k each times 9. That means it's 240 right there. Too bad we didn't have that blue match, because otherwise that would have meant that we would have done 480,000 on the very first turn. We'll do this for damage. Well, you could not even get out of that. That is definitely very strong. I can imagine that with when there's the feud perks, that doubles the power gem damage. That's pretty nasty. Alright, well, that definitely works. Let's look at something else. Alright, let's try this. I'm gonna call this my shits and giggles spec. We're gonna do the red 2 and both blues. That is a scoop slam, 7 MP red move, deal 13.6k damage, and choose 5 gems to make into power gems of strength 14,600. The Texas Pile Driver, 7 MP blue move, deal 13.9k damage, and modify a 3x3 random area into power gems of strength 16,000. And the Wind Up Punch, 8 MP blue move, deal 14.4k damage, and destroy 4 random black gems. Alright, so trainers we'll be using for that: Taker and Nakamura. That means we're going to have a Scoop Slam that is going to make power gems of 29,000 each, and a Texas Pile Driver should do about 32,000. That's, I mean, times 9, that's a lot of damage. We're going to be using coaches Andre and Hogan. The reason I call this my shits and giggles spec is because I don't have any MP trainer, which means both the blue and the red will be painful to load. Hogan is going to help a little with that, Andre is going to help with the blue, but this would probably not be a great idea unless there's, let's say, perks on. If there's perks on, it's probably much less of an issue. There's no perks right now. We're going to need a lucky board for this to work, but, I mean, might take a little longer, but should be interesting. It's also going versus X-Pac, who will be going for the blue too, so. Well, we're lucky because we're starting off with blue right there. We're good for that. We're gonna put out those gems right there. We got 32.5k damage on each of those 9. Now we're gonna destroy random blacks. The game by default is going to destroy gems that you don't have anything on. If there wasn't, then it would go for the ones that I got something on. So that completely got rid of all his HP. Now our problem is to get a pin, which we just got. Well, this worked a lot better than I thought it would. But it is very board dependent, because if you can get that blue going right off the bat, you will have some issues. But it works. All right, that's it for that. Let's just finish that. All right, let's look at something else. All right, well, that'll be it for Slaughter. I mean, you get the ID by now. You saw all 6 moves. I mean, there's a lot of different combination you can do with all 6 of those moves. I mean, you could do also the 2 blue and the finisher would work too. I mean, there's many different combination you can do, and even with the trainers, there's a lot of configuration. Whether you want to use the MP trainers or the power gem trainers, or guys like Triple H, you're going to create more. I mean, lots of different value. I would guess that those the actual trainers that you're going to use is probably going to be depending on whatever perks are on or not. But yeah, definitely a pretty strong character, but definitely a very hard guy to get, because he's only going to be a paid guy, so definitely not going to be easy to get. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them, and if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. G out.